morning, or depending on when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and as always told, out of Voice of Radio. So today, we need to take a little bit of a look at some new tins. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Pokémon TCG Galar Power Mini Tins have been revealed, and I need to give a shout out to the lovely Playscape Games and, of course, the lovely Stephen Kent, who by now you should know is one of our very favourites over here. I feel confident calling Stephen Kent a friend of the channel, and just a friend generally. He's a lovely dude. So what do we see? Well, what we see is the same kind of tins we've seen for a little while. These are not the first time that we've seen these tins. And what they get are 2 booster packs, a coin, and a Pokemon art card showing the art from the mini tin. And these retail for £9.99 in the UK. They'll be as much as they usually are in the US. We've had these before, we've had these mini tins before, and of course one of the things you should bear in mind here is that those little art cards can be combined. So what you do is you buy all 5 of the tins, you combine all of the art cards, and they basically go side by side to make one big picture. What does that picture look like? Well, according to the lovely folks at Total Cards, it looks like this. And of course, this does show you the 5 featured Pokemon. We've got Galarian Rapidash, we've got Galarian Zigzagoon, we've got Toxtricity, Sirfetch'd, or Galarian Sirfetch'd, kind of hard to know with that one, and Dragpault. So we've got very much some of the more popular Generation 8 exclusive Pokemon. There is also a Galarian Weezing hanging around in the background there, but there are 5 tins coming with 5 art cards. That is an extra little Pokemon that we get on the art, as we've seen on some of the others. There are no promos coming here, it's not going to shake up the meta. This is kind of a really cool product for kids. I mean, getting 2 booster packs for 10 quid is not good. In the UK, you're expecting to pay like 4 quid maximum for a booster. So, coming in with essentially 5 quid, but you get an art card and a coin, it's alright. Really, you're buying these for the tins. The tins are very cool. Kids will use them to store their Pokemon cards and their Pokemon coins and all of that stuff. That's why we buy these products. They're not particularly stunning or amazing, but they make good little presents. They're nice for collecting. I've seen a bunch of people put all 5 of these art cards in a row and then frame them, and that looks very, very cool. It's nice to have a new product coming, but I think it's fair to say that they're going to be an acquired taste. Some people are going to be all over them, they're going to love them. There are a whole bunch of other people who are just going to be a little bit unexcited about them. For instance, it's not a product that I myself have ever personally bought, but that doesn't mean that I don't have friends and children, etc., who don't love them. It's exactly the kind of product I'll probably never buy for me, but when my children are old enough to be playing Pokemon cards, and let's face it, it's not like they're going to have much of a choice, I can expect this to be the kind of thing that they're going to be pestering me to get. In other news, some Checklane blisters have gone and been revealed. These are what I often refer to as one-pack blisters, but they're not quite one-pack blisters. Now, these are coming for Darkness Ablaze, so you get 1 pack of Darkness Ablaze in them, though they do retail for $7, so if you're just looking for the pack of Darkness Ablaze, there are, shall we say, better ways to do so. But what you essentially get is a Stage 2 line, a coin, and a booster. And these come in 2 flavours, Grimmsnarl flavour and Dragpault flavour. Now, one of the disappointing things that people have said about these, and it is hard to argue here, is that these are coming along with just regular holos. They're not exclusive promo cards, they're not alternate art, they're not even an alternate holofoil pattern as we've seen on a bunch of these kind of promos in the past. They are very much just the same cards we've had before. Now, you do get the pre-evolutions as well, so you get a Dreepy, a Dracloak, and a Dragapult, or you get an Impidimp, a Morgrem, and a Grimmsnarl. So, if you're looking to make these decks, right, these are absolutely perfect. Getting the full evolution line, it's like all those people who trade on PTCGO for the Stage 2s, and forget to go ahead and trade for the basic and stage 1. So in that regard, they are very cool products, but it depends on how much you actually want the cards. And they are both kind of relevant and interesting, but neither have set the competitive world on fire. In terms of competitive decks, probably the stronger one here is Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl's got the ability whereby, as long as it is your active Pokemon, your opponent's attacks cost 1 more energy. And obviously you could then combine that with something like Wondrous Labyrinth Prism Star, which incidentally is one of the very few Prism Stars that will survive the rotation. And then your opponent's energy cost is just so much higher than they were expecting, and in theory you just lock them out of attacking. And then they've got lots of extra energy attached, so you use Energy Press for free energy that does 100 damage plus 30 more for each energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. But bearing in mind that they've had to attach extra energy so that they can actually attack, and then, the synergy's working there rather nicely. I've seen it played as a bit of a disruption deck, as a bit of an increase in the cost of playing cards and attacking and all of that deck, but it's not seen a huge amount of success. Personally, I'm a bigger fan of the Dragpault. Dragpault's got a really nice ability that essentially says when your opponent attacks, you flip a coin, and if you flip heads, you actually prevent that damage. Now, it's a 50-50 chance, so don't get too excited, but free retreat, 150 HP, only gives them a prize every other turn. The attack, 120 to the active, and place 3 damage counters on the bench. I mean, I do love how this is literally just a baby version of Dragpault V Max's attack, that for the same cost does 130 and drops 5 damage counters. And to be fair, Dragpault has proven to be a very, very good card, so the V Max. So if you can flip enough heads with Dragpault, this could be an absolute powerhouse deck. But then again, anytime I start a sentence with, if you can flip enough heads, that will probably show you that it's maybe not the most seriously competitive card we've ever seen. I still think there's some potential here with Dragpault, and I do think that there is a possibility that down the line, we just see a new release, a new card coming out that essentially takes Dragpault and makes it amazing. But for the time being, it's not proven to be a powerhouse of the competitive Pokemon trading card game format. I would absolutely love it if this were to change in the future. And I never actually mentioned a release date for these. These are coming out on the 14th of August, which is of course the same date as Darkness Ablaze. It is very much a Darkness Ablaze kind of thing. And shout out to the lovely Primal Lugia over at PokeGuardian.com for hooking us up with the images. And the final news story we need to talk about today is, it's kind of a weird little light-hearted story that I'm honestly, genuinely a little bit, I'm genuinely a little bit sad we're not getting this. You see, over in Japan, Dennys, yes, the chain of restaurants, is giving away Pokemon cards. How weird and cool is that? There is a 5-card promo pack being given away at Dennys, which is bringing you promo versions of Pikachu, Sobble, Scorbunny, Grookey, and more Pico. Now, obviously here, these are not terribly competitive cards. This is nothing that is going to shake the game to its very foundation. But, come on, how cool is that? I am genuinely, loving this. I would go to Dennys. I would happily go to Dennys. Now, there is actually a file you can pick up as well. It's an A5 file. You can store some stuff. That's kind of cool. And there are some promo cards there as well. Like I say, they're not terribly exciting cards. And it does even say the enclosed cards are selected from existing products. So I don't even think there are actually any new cards coming along. But just the fact that you can go along to Dennys here and go and get yourself some promo Pokemon cards is just so cool. I mean, a lot of people don't remember, I remember, but Snorlax Level X right back in the day was actually a Domino's pizza promo. That is to say that you would order a pizza and then you would get a Snorlax Level X. How weird is that? The answer is kind of weird, but kind of awesome in the best possible way. So, you know, shout out to Dennys, ladies and gentlemen. It is a Japanese thing, so if you're not in Japan, I don't think Dennys are running this. But if you're in Japan, might be worth going to Dennys, grabbing yourself a little bit of food. That could be fun. So that is the news, ladies and gentlemen, and I, for one, am rather happy. Anytime we get any cool news, that makes me a happy chappy. But I'd like to know what you think about all of these news stories, so let me know in the comment section. Go nuts, be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWasi, and Twitch for some live action at twitch.tv/PTCGRadio. If you want to support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all that good stuff, head on over to patreon.com/PTCGRadio, where you can do exactly that. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.